here are three things that I recommend if you are looking to implement this. One is that you want to get leadership buy-in. This is a shift, right, in terms of how companies have typically had conversations, especially at the executive level. So you do want to get buy-in, right? And you want to really position this new format as a move from more of status updates to executive level conversations, right? And ones that you can have with anyone at sort of any time within the organization that you're working with. So once you have leadership buy-in, right? And this is more of an experiment, right? Where like you want to try this with a few customers, get a feel for it. I've seen organizations implement this at with their top like strategic enterprise level customers. I've had organizations implement this with their long tail SMB customers where they're like, we just want to be able to talk to a lot of customers at scale, and we need a really simple way to do that.
Mhm.
So you want to sort of pick a segment or group of customers to experiment with, right? But first get leadership buy-in, and then two, you want to equip your team with this framework, train your team on how to deliver this concise QBR using, right, this framework of like impact, potential impact, next steps, right? Or like value value realized, value they could be getting, three recommendations. You want to train and equip your team to have these conversations. And then three, as I mentioned, you want to pilot, start with a small cohort, a group of customers. Maybe you start with SMB, maybe you start with enterprise, sort of depends on your business, but you want to experiment with this, right? To see how it lands and also see where maybe there are gaps. Like maybe you truly don't know the value that your customers are getting. You haven't been tracking that. You don't have a way of measuring that. Maybe
Mhm.
you don't have a great understanding of how your top customers are using your product or service and what's different. So you want to pilot, you want to learn, and then you want to start scaling.